Here we go then, day 2. It's a bit drizzly, a bit rainy, and I'm with Manu from Involi, and he reckons he's got a better solution than I have as regards seeking traffic, and I quite frankly don't believe you. Involi, what's Involi? What's it about, Manu?
So basically it's about air traffic data. What we are trying to do with our device that you can see here is basically detecting.
Okay, so his is bigger than mine, yeah.
It is. It's waterproof, it's weatherproof in general, and what we do is really detecting any possible air traffic. So ADS-B, transponder, Mod S, Mod AC, and also FLAR. That's the basic idea. If an aircraft is emitting a signal, we want to detect it. Everything goes to our server. We kind of do extrapolation, we calculate well the position, and then we give the position to the drone operator so he can fly safely. That's the idea.
So you've got FLARM and ADS-B happening through the same antenna there?
So, okay, here, no. This one here is just ADS-B and transponder. For our version in Switzerland, we have FLARM as well.
Okay. And now for the event, you've actually set up several receivers around and about to allow... Now, what does that allow?
This allows multilateration, basically.
And what does that mean? That's a long word.
Multilateration is, let's say, it's a sort of triangulation in the sense that everything which is Mod S, it's not giving the GPS position in their signal. It's kind of a beep in the sky. And we try to calculate the position of the emitting source by using this process which is called multilateration. It's actually work on the different time of arrival of the messages to our station. So this is why we need several of them in very different locations, so we can compare when they receive the signal and by then extrapolate the position of the air traffic in the sky.
Now, we've set up a similar thing in South Africa. In fact, I can hear an aircraft incoming now. Similar sort of thing in South Africa. You can get this sort of thing from FlightAware or Flight Radar 24.
Yes.
Where do you fit in the whole drone space then?
So basically what we're trying to do here, it's a system which is more robust that we can control every day. That's the basic difference. The other thing is that we control the hardware all the time, so everything which is related to multilateration is very difficult to be done, especially in terms of synchronization, and with the FlightAware standard device you cannot do it. So we're really caring about having this very strong synchronization between all our modules, and so the idea is really to provide all this data to drone operators, to UTM, whatever needs to see the data around. That's it.
And could people see the traffic from here today? Is there a website or is it closed?
Exactly. So the website is called tanzania.involi.live. And so basically you can see where are placed our device on a screen, and then you can see also the air traffic that we detect.
So you'll be able to see any of the flying that happens here today, if it happens today. I'm not sure it's going to.
Yeah,
I think not only is it raining, but I think the dignitaries are off to a tour on the island and all that sort of thing. What else can I ask you about this? So I suppose, what's the model? How are you going to make money out of this? You're expecting service providers to purchase your data, or is that an embarrassing question?
It's not an embarrassing question. I mean, at the end of the day, we're trying to do a business here. The thing is that it really depends country by country. So we expect different business model depending by the country, depending by the regulators, and depending by the situation in terms of air traffic. So it could be the drone operator that pays. It's not really my favorite solution. It could be the government that pays. It could be the UTM that pays. But at the end of the day, the data is there. For me, the goal is really to assess that this data is needed for drone operation before, and then we will talk about business model, etc., etc.
So you're based in Switzerland, and you've got quite a few receivers on the ground there. So if you're lucky enough to live in Switzerland, could you see that map and use that data day to day now?
Yes, absolutely. So today in Switzerland we have something like 13 devices installed together with Swisscom, which is the national telecommunication provider there. So we have this very nice location on top of mountains with a very nice line of sights. And so today the data are available online, and then we start to do a partnership with drone operators or even other entities in order to provide them the data that we are acquiring. Yes.
Okay. And what's in it? Have you got a plan to roll out in different countries, or is it Switzerland and then the world?
Yeah, so basically for us, Switzerland, it's a very open country for everything which is related to drones. So for us, it's really the showcase of our system. And also it's one of the most difficult countries to put this kind of antennas because of the landscape, right?
Yes.
So we want to prove that our system makes sense in this country, very open and very difficult on the landscape side, to then go in other part of the world, of course. And for example, here in Tanzania, this is one part of it, but then of course there are other countries which are interesting for us.
And so, are you aiming to partner or work hand in hand with telcos to get those sites? I suppose when you put it on a mast, you've not only got a high site, but you've got internet there straight away, right on top of it.
Yep.
So it makes sense for you. So are you actually partnered with them, or is it an informal agreement?
Yes. So basically, in Switzerland, we partnered with Swisscom. So that's exactly what we did. So we talk a lot with telecommunication provider around the world to show our device. It's very easy to install on their mast or their big telecommunication antenna. We're just talking about an Ethernet connection with power over Ethernet, and we are all set.
Yes.
So yeah,
Oh,
basically, I mean, telecommunication infrastructure could really be a new source of air traffic data for the future for everywhere.
I'm going to sneak across. Do you think you'll get to the point of putting the marabou stalks on it? Some big birds here. If you're flying RPAS in Africa and that comes through, you'd certainly know about it. Well, thanks very much, Manu. I look forward to say again that the website URL.
So tanzania.involi.live for today.
Perfect. Okay. So, dear viewers, if you go there, you may see some traffic today. You may not. You may see some people just playing around at the site here. Thanks very much. We'll speak to you again.
Thank you, Gary.